is a certified
Bob Sponge 10
classic.
You know, people often ask me, now, Bob Sponge 10, why do you have Charles Barkley as part of your intro? Is he not a BBC Tyrone / Chad-esque figure? And to that I would say, absolutely not. Charles Barkley is most definitely the most epic gamer in the history of basketball. Quite possibly the history of sports. First of all, Charles Barkley went to Auburn University. All right. Now, if you're from Alabama, such as myself, or even if you're from the South, then you at least know this. But Alabama is an Auburn or Alabama school, right? You got to pick one or the other. And for years, decades, Auburn has been oppressed by Alabama. Okay. You know, they're like, oh, look at us, we're freaking Alabama. We win the national championship in football every year. Okay, you know, that's cool. Why don't you talk to me when you win the equestrian national championship? Yeah, how many of those do you have? None? Oh yeah, I thought so. Anyway, personally, I come from a long line of Auburn fans. We are all oppressed. There is simply no end to it. The next thing that makes Charles Barkley a gamer would be his NBA career, okay? He is drafted, you know, he plays in the NBA. Then, in 1993, he wins the MVP award, okay? He single-handedly carries his team to the finals. And there, who does he go up against but the biggest BBC Tyrone in the history of sports, Michael Jordan, okay? Michael Jordan, you know, he just had to crush Barkley's dream. You know, him and Scottie Pippen and whoever, all the other superstars that team had. Barkley was by himself, all right? Just a young gamer trying to make his mark in the history books of the NBA. But no, Michael Jordan just had to have another championship. He could not stand to see a gamer rise up and succeed. He tragically falls from fate, as only a gamer could. But where he really makes his mark is once he joins inside the NBA. All right? And there are so many epic examples of Barkley being a gamer, but I will only focus on the two that are most prominent. Okay? First of all, he has stated repeatedly about how much he hates land whales. Okay?
I got no chance of losing weight in San Antonio.
And what about Victoria?
It's a secret. I told you. Big old women can't get no cute, dainty underwear.
We don't even have the spurs on. What they be wearing, Chuck?
Oh, the bloomers.
Being done by the Coyote in San Antonio.
Well, you can't get them big women to do it. Gotta do it.
Yes, I ain't heard that in 2 years.
Oh, it hadn't been that long.
Oh, there goes some San Antonio women.
He talks about these big San Antonio women, okay? And if you've ever been to San Antonio, you know that, number one, he's correct. But number two, all of the women and men are of Latinx descent, okay? Charles Barkley hates Mexicans. And as someone who used to live in Texas, that is so true. Mexicans are simply horrible to be around. Perhaps even worse than blacks. Sometimes. Not, well, I don't know. I don't think so. But they're close. Anyway. So, Charles Barkley has shown repeated hatred for land whales and women and Mexicans. How is he not a gamer? But his most glaring example of his gamer status came recently. This clip alone should show you what I'm talking about.
These bombs y'all call players today, making all this damn money. If I played today, I told y'all, I'd be going to the game in a spaceship.
Why the spaceship, Chuck?
Hey, me, Leroy Jetson, Judah Jetson, yeah. What was that little hot chick name?
Hot chick.
Yeah, I know she was a hot chick, though.
Man,
was it Judah Jetson?
Chuck, you're messed up.
Yeah, man.
Cartoon was hot.
Wait, what was the girl name? Was it Judah Jetson?
Seth Curry had 24.
What was Bonnie Rubble's wife name?
Oh, you like Betty Rubble.
Oh, Betty Come on, I would have been took better to the prom.
You're a sicko, man. George Jetson beat your butt. You try to get with his wife.
But I was going for Judy. That's his daughter.
His daughter.
Judy.
It's even worse. I was going for Judy.
Come on, man. Everybody watched the Jetsons.
No, ain't nobody watched the Jetsons.
Charles Barkley is such a gamer. He grew up a gamer. This is so undeniable, okay? He goes all the way back to the Hanna-Barbera cartoons of the 60s, back when he was a young boy, okay? He finds these waifus in the most unlikely of places, you know, those Hanna-Barbera cartoons with the laugh track, you know, they're basically just animated sitcoms, but you've got Wilma, and you've got Betty, and you've got Judy, and you've got Jane, his wife. Yeah, you got Jane, you know, George Jetson's wife. And, you know, I understand that they may not be recognized as significant waifus now, but you got to remember, this is back when waifus weren't even a thing. And Barkley was still able to scope them out and, you know, take advantage of the fact that these waifus are, you know, his for the taking, because nobody else was thinking about it back then except him. He's a born gamer. Now, there is something I need to address. Many people have accused Barkley of perhaps being a BBC Chad simply for rejecting the offer of 2K, NBA 2K, to be oppressing, I'm making air quotes right now, oppressing gamers by not being a part of their game. Well, this is actually a misconception, okay? NBA 2K is one of those games that is played not by gamers, but by Chads, okay? Every person I've ever met who plays 2K regularly is either a Chad or a BBC Tyrone-esque figure, okay? It's simply the nail in the coffin. Charles Barkley has to be a gamer, because no gamer plays 2K. The only people he's oppressing are Chads. And yeah, that's why he's part of my intro.